So hello and welcome to quick Dragunov tips and tricks. In this tip and trick video I will talk about Dragunov's parry and how to use it, what's a good way to use your parry. Dragunov's parry is a general parry, generic parry, in that sense that it follows the universal parry rules. So it doesn't work against knees, elbows, weapons, etc. Other special type of moves. Same as Paul and Nina and June. I think June has a generic parry as well. Asuka has a generic parry as well, but she can hold the parry for a long for a longer duration. Anyway, they kinda nerfed parries in Tekken 8 because now the generic parries come out slower, like the startup. Before, most of the parries used to start up at 3 frames, but now they made them 2 frames slower, so it's 5 frame startup. And this makes them a bit worse because before you had more things you could use the parry for, but now the options are way more limited. Also, you can't parry full charge moves like Devil Jin's down back 1+2 full hold, like this move, even though it's not a elbow or a knee or a weapon attack. You can't parry it because it's a full hold move, and that's the universal new rule for Tekken 8, that the moves like that are not parryable, which makes parries even worse in this game, which kinda sucks because parries, in my opinion, are one of the coolest ways you can express your skill and express your game knowledge, that you know that this move is parryable, and then you parry the opponent and win the match or something. But a bit annoying since, yeah, but what can you do? It is what it is. Enough about explaining what a parry is. I'll show you like one example of a good situation how to use the parry. So Devil Jin has this 3-hit mid string called the laser scraper, and the best counterplay to this string is that you sidestep it right and then launch it. That's like the best counterplay to this string, because the last hit is safe with a huge pushback, so it basically resets the situation to neutral. So you have to kinda know that the last hit is steppable, but because the last hit is only steppable one way, there might be some situations where there's a wall to your right and you can't step to the right. In those situations, you can try to parry the last hit. When you can't step to the right, when there's a wall, Devil Jin players usually recognize that and they just finish the string because it basically has no risk unless your character has a parry. So this would be a one example of parry being a good option in defense. It's very situational, but these kind of niche situational things can give you that one extra a bit of value to win you the match sometimes, but this maybe comes up every once in a, I don't know, once in 100 games, but when you have the opportunity to do this, why not just use your skill and knowledge? So yeah, let me demonstrate one more good string you can parry with Kazuya. Kazuya players, they love this move. They abuse this move. They abuse this move because it doesn't really have any counterplay except you can parry, but that's like the only counterplay to this string. Down forward 1, down forward 2. Because you can't step the second hit like to either directions. So most of the characters, they need to hold this. You can't even armor the second hit. Like, if you try to armor the second hit, you get fucking counter hit launched. So yeah, this move has minimal counterplay. But if your character has a parry, boom. Use that parry in this situation. Like, every Kazuya player has gotten used to that string never getting parried, because no one fucking parries the string. So they usually just spam this like 24/7. But if your character has a parry, you should use it every once in a while. Obviously, using parry is not risk-free. It is risky, but in actuality it's not really risky, because no one fucking baits parries. Let's be honest. No one baits parries. So that's one of the reasons why I also advocate for parry usage. Like, not many people really use parry enough, in my opinion. But yeah, if the opponent somehow baits your parry, like you're using it too much, yeah, that can happen. They whiff quite a while, so yeah, that can happen, and you should keep it in mind. But yeah, not many people bait this. But yeah, sadly, parries in Tekken 8 don't really have that much usage like they used to have in Tekken 7, but there is at least this one good way to use parry, and yeah, don't let your opponents go without punishment if they just abuse those safe strings. I think that's it, and I'll see you on the next video.